Hi everybody, we're going to make a Photoshop postcard today. What I'm going to do is take a picture of a person, cut them out from their background, and move them into a vacation scene. Something like a beach or Paris or London or Japan, wherever you want to be. We're going to cut out and move into a new scene. So here's a picture of my niece Liz, and I'm going to cut her out and move her. So first thing I got to do is get my quick selection tool. I've got my little circle here. I'm going to make it a little bigger with the bracket keys right next to the letter P. I'm just going to start clicking on her dress and see how much I can get here. Yeah, there might be a little fine-tuning in a minute, but for right now, just going to keep clicking. Now down here, I need to get her knee, so I'm going to make that a little smaller. I got one leg. Now, you see how it got this extra part, and I don't need that? If I hold Option or the Alt key, I can click at the middle and get rid of that part. All right, now I'm going to hit Q because that's my quick mask, and I can see what I'm missing or if I've got some extra stuff. Okay, I don't need this part up here, so I'm going to get my paintbrush out, and as long as the black one is on top, that black color, I can paint in. Let's kind of get rid of that. I can, with the white one on top, I can take something away. So hitting the X key switches these back and forth, or this little double arrow, but the X key is faster. So I'm going to make the white one on top so I can take this little bit of red out. And I think I'm missing just a little bit on the top of her head. I don't want her to look lumpy. Okay. Hair is tough, but I think you just kind of get it as close as you can and call it a day. All right. I think we're about there. I'm going to hit Command plus, or Command minus, back it out so I can see it. Hit Q again. My lines look pretty good. And now I'm ready to cut her from her background. I need to unlock the background, double click and say OK, and then select, inverse, delete. Okay, so now we have Liz cut out from her background, and I've got the marching ants on, but I'm going to turn those off with Command D to deselect the ants, D like dog. All right, now let's go find a scene from a beach. Found a couple out here. I liked this one. I'm going to drag it to Photoshop, and you will see that it's going to open in tabs. So I've got Liz here, and I've got the beach here. If I drag them apart, I can see both at the same time. So I think it's right behind there. I'll grab it in a minute. Now, first thing I want you to pay attention to is how big is this photo. If I go to Image, Image Size, her picture is 48 inches by 72. That's really big. If I cancel that and I go check on the other picture and I go to Image, Image Size, this one's 11 inches by 7, so it's a lot smaller. Lots of times pictures on the internet are they're just compressed, so they're smaller. So I'm going to shrink this picture. I'm going to go Image, Image Size. I want to make sure Constrained Proportions is checked, so that when I change one, I'm just going to make it 5 inches by 7. Say, okay, she shrinks down quite a bit. I'm going to take my Move tool and drag her into the picture. Now, Command T will transform her size. So if I want to make her bigger or smaller, Command T, and I can use I hold Shift, I'm grabbing these corners to make her bigger or smaller. Hit Enter when you got it. I'm making her a little fat, I think. I might have to fix that. Now her knees are cut off, so I could either put her in deeper water, but I actually think I like her where she is. I'm going to hit Command plus, zoom in on this picture a little bit. Oops. I'm just going to minus that. Okay. Now she'll be mad at me if I made her fat, so I should probably try to fix that. Command T. Let's try and keep it proportional. Oops, now she's really skinny. Let's try and make her look normal. I'm going to make her a little taller because that would be what she maybe would look like as she was closer to the camera. The only challenge is I've got a little green in here from the trees. I suppose I could probably take an eraser and cut that part out. I think I'm just going to leave it for right now. So that's where we're at. Okay, I'm going to scoot her over a little bit, and now I'm going to write something. I'm going to get a text box, and I'm going to drag it out, and I'm just going to write, having a great time, wish you were here. Now, if you need to change fonts, for some reason mine aren't showing up, but the font sizes and all of that are up here. Last time when we were doing About Me project, we had to make those sizes like 500. That will be way too big. This is a 30-point font, so if you're not able to see your type, check the sizes, swing over it, and you should be able to change it. Let's see, I need to get my layers out, and I'm not seeing those right now either. Okay, I got my layers back, and I found my toolbar up here again. Okay, so if you are wanting to change font, if you're in your font box that's up here, you can change it. 72 is the biggest on the list, but like we had done before, we had typed in bigger numbers. So if it's saying 300 or 500, take it way back, because this is a small picture. You can change the font. The font over here, you can change it to something else if you'd like. But when you're done typing, you hit the little checkbox, and over here, if you need to get back to it again in the layers palette, you'll see your text box. Let's say I misspelled something. I just double click on that T and it takes me back into the box. Hit the checkbox to say I'm done. I could use my move tool to move it where I want to. So what I want you to do is cut out a picture of yourself, move you into an exotic location. There's a file of them in the server called Photo Backgrounds. They're under Digital Photo Lessons, Photoshop Postcards. There should be a file of backgrounds in there. And you should be able to just open them up and move yourself in there. So that's it. Good luck.